What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Blue Jays franchise in MLB The Show 16. Here's a look at the playoff bracket so far. The Blue Jays and the Rangers are the only series that has not been decided so far. You can take a look at the rest of the series throughout the league, as your NLCS will be the Mets taking on the San Francisco Giants, and Cleveland is waiting for the winner of this series. If they meet Toronto, it would be the second year in this franchise, meaning the second out of the last 3 years. The other year was the Houston Astros, that the Blue Jays will be playing the Indians for a chance to go in the World Series. And actually, it would be a mirror of real life as well, because they played each other for the AL crown in 2016 in real life. But let's get into this game. The Blue Jays are trying to close things out against the Rangers. They won Game 2 after winning Game 1 to give themselves a comfortable 2-0 series lead with 3 chances to close out, but 2 games are going to be in Texas, so it's not going to be easy. And former Blue Jay Aaron Sanchez is on the mound against his former team, and you gotta think that after getting shelled in the regular season against this team, he is looking for revenge, and the Rangers would have the advantage early. Rougned Odor is going to double out into center field, and that is going to put a runner on for Texas. Toronto had loaded the bases earlier in the inning but could not score, and then a bloop single out to right field by Ian Desmond. It's actually going to turn into 2, but it's going to drive Odor, more importantly, home, and that is going to give the Rangers the first lead of the game, and that is going to bring up Elvis Andrus as well. He's only going to hit this one out into right field for a single, which is going to prevent the run from scoring, but it does put runners on the corners now. Former Red Sox prospect Christian Vazquez is going to hit this one to first. The throw to second is good, but it's a bad throw over to first caused by the slide, which I actually didn't catch until I just rewatched it right now. But it is going to end up being a bad thing for the Jays, as Lorenzo Cain is going to hit that one out to center. Pilar tries to scale the wall but cannot catch it, and it actually might have ended up costing them an extra run. So the Texas Rangers are going to take a 3-0 lead here in the early going. And this is going to bring up Jose Bautista, and he is going to get on base right here with the walk, as we had quite a bit of those today. You'll see the box score was a very strange one at the end of the game, but Yangervis Solarte is going to take that one out into left center field, and that is going to put runners on first and second for the Blue Jays, who have not really been able to get any offense so far. They've gotten runners on, but nothing really going. And now Devin Mesoraco is going to ground out. It pulls Odor off the bag. Or actually, that would have been Andrews off the bag, but the throw to first is good, so runners are on second and third. Now for Justin Smoke with a 3-2 count, lines it up the middle, and nobody was really in position to get that one. Odor not super athletic, so we can't get that one. So runners are still in the corners, but Toronto is going to drive in a run right there, and Josh Donaldson up a little bit later, and there's no doubt about that one. The center fielder Kane is going to give chase, but that is gone. Home run for Josh Donaldson makes this a 3-2 game. And now top of the 7th, Troy Tulowitzki in the game, as Blue Jays pitching has settled down and held Texas to no runs since that second inning, and only I think a couple base runners. But the Blue Jays the Blue Jays offense is going to have to come through at some point. They have runners on first and second now after a walk from Pompey right there, and now Bautista is going to get on as well. So that's actually going to put runners on. That's actually going to load the bases, excuse me. And now Yangervis Solarte rips that one between the shortstop and third base side, and that's going to score 1. And Dalton Pompey is heading home to throw, and they're going to take a second, but they rule him thrown out at the plate. A very close play right there. I did watch the replay, and he was out, but it was very close. And now it's going to be later on in the game, and I left Roberto Osuna in. I believe this is the bottom of the 11th inning, and that's going to be a bad sign, as Delino DeShields is going to take that one out into right, and then Prince Fielder gets a really weird single. It's going to get the runner over to third, no matter what the throw was. He was probably going to make it. And Rougned Odor, this guy just loves to kill the Jays, doesn't he? Takes that one out in the left. Kevin Pilar did not get a good enough jump on the ball. That's going to score 2, and more importantly, give the Rangers a walk-off victory and keep them from being eliminated, at least for now, as they are going to take one game after being down 2-0. And if you recall, a couple years ago, the same exact thing happened with Toronto. They were down 2-0 going on the road, and they won 3 straight to win the ALDS in 2015. We'll see if the Rangers can pull that off. They do have the advantage of having 2 home games, well, actually 1 home game still left before the Game 5 in Rogers Center, but we'll see if the Blue Jays can capitalize on one of their 2 opportunities to close out between now and the end of the series that remains. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Blue Jays franchise whenever that happens to be. This isn't exactly uploaded consistently anymore, but I'm going to at least finish this playoff run before we decide on whether we're going to do future seasons or not. And I'll try to get this out a little bit more. Hopefully, I start school in another week and a half, so uploads are going to be a little bit slower, but I'll try to get this done before then. See you next time. Thanks for watching.